my cycle is not necessarily in a spot that I really am even feeling like that.
Yeah.
So if the person that I love and I'm interested in is not making me feel away, I'm not even on that with anybody else. That's where I'm at. So like King Charles says, it also depends on where you're at in your life cycle.
Correct.
and how old you are. So pay attention to that when you're getting younger women or older women or men or whatever. You gotta communicate so that the expectations are clear.
And keep the compatibility going. You know what I'm saying? And Reese can contest to this and follow up with this. And when you're talking about sex, should never be taboo, especially in a marriage.
Never.
It should never be taboo between a woman and a man that share their lives together. That should be on the forefront. Finances and sex should be on the forefront.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Finances and sex, man, should
Ain't
be
no
on the
secrets.
forefront,
They're
man. You know,
town
it has to.
Yeah.
And I love what Tia said on the panel today. You know, men, we're the chasers, we're the hunters and everything. And when we got our eye on a woman and we pursue her, and then she kind of like give us a brush off, but we stay persistent in a graceful way, you know, in a classy way or whatever the case may be. It makes her feel some kind of way, man.
Exactly.
It makes her feel. It makes her feel tingly, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she'll like push you off again because she want to feel that feeling again. That's when you guys that quit. When a woman tells you, I don't think so. When she say I don't, she didn't say no. She said, I don't think so. And then you quit
The door
right
is
there.
open.
Then you quit right there.
Yeah.
Then you're not where you're supposed to be anyway. They can't hear you. Or you can't hear you when you talk. They can hear you. So we're dead space when we're listening to you. That's why. I lost my train of thought. But anyway, it's about the communication. And if you're not talking about the person that you with, about your sex, about your feeling, about your amount of sex you want, what type of sex you want, or whatever the case may be, you're losing in the game, man. You're losing because that fire is going to go out. It's going to go out. You have to keep that fire going. And then in 1920, and here it is, it's 2020.
What's today?
2024. In 4 years, what I wanted 4 years sexually, it's probably
totally
not the
different.
same as what I want sexually
That's
today.
right. We're
So
evolving and
therefore-
growing
That's it.
constantly.
That's it.
And if I keep that information to myself, then I'm depriving
That's
myself of my joys of my life. Because I don't believe like everybody does.
Yeah.
I believe we're in heaven.
And let me tell you what happens when you do
I
that.
believe
Let me tell you what happens when you do that. Because we are forever evolving, we're always changing independently. So independently, I'm changing. And if you're not communicating with me the change that's happening with you, and then you're sitting over there stewing on why I'm not responding to you the way that you think I should respond, but you haven't told me. And then you start projecting that onto me.
That's a virus.
And now I'm like, what the hell is your problem?
virus.
Yeah.
Why are you mad at me? And then you're tripping with me because I don't know, but you didn't tell me.
Correct.
That's an issue in and of itself. Y'all, communication
And
rules
then they
the
go
nation for
cheat.
real.
Really
Because
does.
it's easy
Really,
to
really
cheat.
does.
So
Because it's easy to cheat. So you go
It is.
find Susie down the street who
And
sucks
she's
your
gonna
dick
feel
like
that,
you want
yeah.
to because she just nasty like that. You didn't have to
Exactly.
communicate that
No.
to her.
And then you're wondering
maybe
why
that's not
I'm
what
not
I'm on.
initiating it.
But maybe
That's
if you
it.
had told
And
me
doing
that,
it.
I'd have been better than Susie.
Yeah.
So now we got a problem
Exactly.
that could have been fixed if you had opened your mouth.
Correct.
Yes.
Not giving ourselves the opportunity to receive with the other elements of our communication, right? And so now, if you pay attention, you're going to see whether or not this person is a fit without having issues, without having to fall out with them. You can just make an educated decision on this is not for me. It don't have to be no shade. Let that person go through their shit and grow, and you move on. Hallelujah.
So when we're
back
on the
live.
air. We're back on the air. Well, we want to thank everybody for a show today. Great show today. We thank you guys for tuning in. And this is the part of the show where we give you our golden nuggets. And I'm gonna start with Miss Reese Gang. I didn't say Reese. I
Oh,
said
thank you,
Reese
thank you,
Gang.
thank you.
Reese Gang.
All right. I'm going to start with my golden nugget is to give yourself
some grace and trust the process. I'll tell you, last week I was down. I was down, depressed. I felt like all my accomplishments were for nothing because maybe monetarily it's not showing up the way I think it should. I wasn't suicidal or anything like that, but I was like, fuck it, I'm ready to give up. In 1 week, my whole life has turned around. And I just want to say, I'm a fucking author on Amazon, man. No, it's cool. And then I had another opportunity come up as well. So my whole life shifted and I was ready to give up. So whenever you're right there at the edge and it seems like your whole world, like everything, nothing's working out, everybody, nothing's going to work out, and you're about to give up, just go a little bit further. And it's no telling what's on the other side. Cause that's shit. I feel like I'm on the other side. I walked into my purpose. I know exactly what my legacy is going to be. And that from last week, I fucking didn't know. I was ready to give up. So I say, give yourself some grace. If you're almost there, you feel like you're giving up, go further. Cause you're right. When it gets the fucking hardest, that's when you're right there on the other side of that door. So keep pushing a little harder and you're going to make it through.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Push that door right on
ma'am.
home. Come on, testimony.
Come on, T.
Testimony Saturday. So, I would just want to tell everyone, just live in your truth. Like, life can get so hard and so to where you feel like you can't make it, right? But at the end of the day, we still wake up. We're still here. So just live in your truth. And whenever you're going through, just let that other person know, or whoever is around you, what you're going through. And you don't know, like God will always come through and help you. And so what I'm saying that is to say is that when you live in your truth, God will always come through and help you and solve those problems that you're going through. So live in your truth, man, and just go through life. Be happy, be peaceful, be thankful. And I feel like everything will go and will work out.
It will.
Yeah.
That's it.
So that's mine.
Right, Tia? The Red January.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Look at that.
If I could say anything to you today, I would say stand on business. Stand on business. It doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter. And first and foremost, that starts with you. You can't stand on business with anyone else, with any other situation, if you're not standing on business with yourself first. You owe it to yourself to be honest with yourself about the bullshit that you're on, the things that you need to change, where you stand to grow. At some point in our lives, we have to be real with ourselves. If we want to be our best selves, if we want to reach the point that we are operating in what we were created for, to have a fullness of life, you have to be honest with yourself. If you can't be honest with yourself, I can't trust you to be honest with me. And whether you know it or not, people can tell when you're not being honest with yourself. It's clear to everybody, you cannot hide it. It's going to come out in the wash. And the realer you are with yourself, the sooner you're real with yourself, the sooner you can fix the shit that needs to be fixed so that you can move to the next level, to the next phase of your existence. Don't stay an adolescent of mind for your entirety of your existence. Grow up and stand on business for yourself. And everything else in your world, you'll begin to stand on business for that. And it will begin to affect the people that are around you. And they'll begin to stand on business for themselves, which will allow them to stand on business for you, even in rooms that you're not in. And that's how it works. Stand on business. And you'll attract other stand on businessers. And your life will be stand on businessy. Period.
I don't know. I don't know.
Good, Red.
Okay.
Thank you, Tia.
Yeah.
I have to revisit it. You know what I'm saying? Thank you all for tuning in with us every week. You know,
Yes.
we appreciate you guys. And Go to fbrn.us and make sure that you vote. We are in there for 3
Vote,
different
vote,
categories.
vote, y'all.
Yes.
Vote for
We're
the
going to
throne.
bring all 3
Vote
of
for
them
the
back
throne.
to the
Yes,
studio.
all
Right.
3. But if I can leave you with anything today, I want to leave you with this. We're hearing a conversation a lot about safe places for this, a safe place for that, you know. And I don't want us to get accustomed to using that as a household cliche. Because see, that's some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, men, making sure that the house is right and everything like that, and the bills is paid, you know what I'm saying? You're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah, you on your stick and everything like that. But that's not necessarily creating a safe place for her, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to go a little deeper, man.
Come on.
We talked about that mentality here on the show today, man. You know, it's like this, man. You got to make sure that, you know, you creating an emotional safe place for that woman, man. And you got to make sure that you're creating a spiritual safe place for that woman, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the real conversations come in. See, when a person, your person, man or woman, feels safe emotionally and spiritually and physically, and they'll talk about anything,
Yeah.
man. That's when the real conversations come,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Because if you're in the game, in love, in relationships, in marriage, and you're not creating a safe, an authentic, safe place for your person, then you in the way. Man, you stopping traffic. Get your ass out the way, man, and let somebody come in to that space that you're occupying, that you don't need to be in, and make some real magic happen, man. Hey, I'm gonna leave you with this, and I'm gonna get off this mic for today, man. Don't leave before the miracle happens. Throne.
Ooh, that was a good little mic drop.
Okay.